Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I am reviewing Big City Greens Season 2 Episode 3A called Elevator Action, and there today I'll be doing the second half of Episode 3 called Bad Influencer. And I forgot to mention a couple things. First thing I want to mention is I need to double check on this, but I'm pretty sure because I was I forgot to mention about like the theme song and how they didn't change it at all. Like there was like no new characters or anything, and I usually like that with theme songs. But I think I caught a little glimpse of Andromeda when Cricket and Tilly are on the lawnmower and you pass like a bunch of people. I think you see Andromeda with her backpack. I don't think she weighs. I think you just go past her like really fast. I was like, wait, was that her? So that could be a small change, but it goes like really fast, so you have to keep your eyes open. But again, I need to double check it just to be sure. But that could be like their small detail change in the theme song. I don't know. Anyway, so that was like the first thing. Second thing I want to mention that I didn't mention before is that there's usually characters and their first big episode for each season, and I forgot to mention it. So for the first episode with what's it called Cricket's Kapowie, that's obviously Cricket's first big episode in season 2. And in Car Trouble, that was Bill's first big episode in season 2, because it's about, even the whole family was there. We saw a little flashback with Bill and his truck and how he said, Dr. Bubble, but you're a great car and everything, but you're not my car. And you don't get rid of family members because the Clutch is like a member of our family. And we even season 1 we see him like you reminisce about the Clutch and how he loves cars and stuff like that. So it's this definitely is a an episode for him. And for episode 2A, what was it? Urban Legend. Urban Legend. That was Alice's first big episode in season 2. It's about her, learning to compromise, being part of the community, finally telling the truth to the neighbors. She's not a swamp witch, and kind of not fully accepting Nancy to the family, but she kind of said like, I have to compromise with all of you, and sometimes Nancy kind of said like, oh, and this other person kind of excludes her a little bit, but even Nancy said like, hey, I'll take it because Alice is being more, a little bit nicer to her. So that was her first big episode. And in not Urban Legend, we talked about that. Wishing Well, that was Cricket's second big episode of season 2. So now we are in elevator action, and this is Gloria's first big episode of season 2. And and in a little sneak peek, the second half is Remy's first big episode in season 2 in Bad Influencer. So, yep. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Let's get along with this episode. Before we get to Cricket staring at the buttons, we first actually get to see. I like to use like detail of places because, and I usually don't like it for like action movies and stuff like that because you're in the middle of a battle scene. I was like, okay, but I would like to see like what started the battle, and you're not gonna talk about it. But that's like a whole other thing. But with shows, like if it's just ending like a work day, you don't really need to show like the place since it's like a usual work day and we usually see it. So we get to see Cricket and Gloria closing up shop, and it's cool to see Cricket in his red sweater. Remember when he was wearing it when Phoenix was lost, and he was crying in that jacket. So he kind of uses it for like chilly days, like crisp days. And you can even see Gloria like wearing a scarf. And and Cricket's like, oh, finally freedom. And Gloria's like, oh yeah, tell me about it. And Cricket's like, oh, I have my night plan. Gloria, do you have your night planned? And And Gloria's like, oh, Cricket, please. I'm a single woman in big city. The world's my oyster. She's like, ha ha ha. Like, she's laughing. And Cricket's like, okay, bye, Gloria. And I was like, oh, he's going to turn to his house. No, he doesn't. I mean, he just sort of just walks forward. We don't even know where he's going. It's kind of like the Remy situation in, what was it? Wishing Well. When you think it's going to be about Cricket and Remy. And then Cricket's like, oh, I have an idea, Remy. Bye. And Remy's like, okay, I guess I'll go too then. And he's left. And he didn't show up for the rest of the episode. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, didn't really need Remy in the episode, but I was like, oh, I guess Remy left. This situation is similar to Remy's, but Cricket does come back, so that's what makes it a little bit different. But Cricket's like, bye, Gloria. And he just goes forward on the sidewalk, and we don't know where he went. Okay. And then we continue Gloria laughing on this Gloria laughing on the sidewalk, and transitions her to her in a PJs barefoot on her mattress on her bed, and she's just off eating chips, and this guy's like tripping on the escalator. Oh my goodness. And she's like, oh, and he's like, oh, Saturday nights. And her parakeet, she still has it. Yeah, that's nice. And then she's like, and he's like, oh, what was her name? Oh, Emily from high school. She finally had her baby. Oh, you good luck with that. Because she's talking to her parakeet like, you're more than enough for me. And then then the parakeet just flies off. But I guess it went back to the cage. And then she scrolls, and then it's like, and she's like, oh, this person got like we even hear like a voiceover to people. They don't say the names, but she's like, so, oh, I finally got my own washer and dryer. Goodbye, laundromat. And Gloria's like, oh, now that I'm jealous of. And then you see like a woman in a suit, business suit, and she has her feet on the table. She's like, finally got that promotion. And then Gloria's like, what? She just started that job. And then she's like, oh, I finally got that I finally got that house, and all it took was what was it? Hard work and a lot of money from my parents. And I'm with Gloria. That's not hard work, but we don't know the full context of because it was like a husband and wife, so or boyfriend and girlfriend, I forgot. And then there was another person said, oh, it takes more energy to frown and have wrinkles than it is to smile. And Gloria's like, oh, it takes more minutes to scroll, And she's like, oh, I finally got engaged. I'll be happy so easy. And I'm with Gloria. For some people, being happy isn't easy. So, And Gloria's like, it's not easy. It's not easy. And she throws her phone. I was like, oh my goodness, Gloria, that's so dumb. And Gloria agrees with me. She's like, oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Please don't be broken. It's broken. And Gloria's like, why can't I just get it together? And there's an angry neighbor. Hey, keep it down. And when she threw the phone, she threw out the calendar, so she picked it up, and she said, well, Gloria, you always got tomorrow. And she crossed off the 31st thing, what goes to the new month. It didn't say what month it was, so it could be any month. But and then there's like a star on it, and then we don't even know. I really like the mystery of the show, even though this show is played up for laughs and family stuff, and family lessons and stuff, which it is known for. But it does have some mystery where, what is this? What happened to this person? And no one really talks about it. I'm the only one who talks about it. At least I know of. There might be some people who talk about it, but I'm just not aware. But, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. Sorry. And she said, oh, I didn't know if it was this soon. And she's like, huh. And then it transitions to Gloria, and she comes out of her car, and it's like, oh, okay, where's she going? And it's like, kind of like a building. It's like, oh, okay. And there's like a billion things when I first watched the episode. There was a billion things going through my head. Is she moving? Is she getting a new job? Is she quitting Big Coffee? Is something happening? Does she need to leave right away because of something with her family? Like, that star could really mean anything. And then she's like, okay, I need to get this done, And she's like, oh, parking costs money, Gloria. Everything in the city costs money. She's like, oh, come on. He just 1 quarter in. What was it, like 10 minutes? It's probably 10 minutes. I remember like a 10. It couldn't have been 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. But she's like, okay, I'll make it quick. And she's like, okay, 68th floor. And before she presses it, here comes Cricket, Tilly, Bill, and Alice, the whole gang coming. And la 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 la. Cricket's like, hello, tall building. And Gloria's like, Cricket, what the rest of this crazy family? What are they doing here? And Cricket caught a little glimpse of Gloria, and Gloria's like, oh no, he's on me. And Cricket's like, Gloria, 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 Gloria. And Gloria's trying to close the door. I don't want to be social right now. And Gloria's like, whew. And Cricket puts his arm there. Oh my goodness. He's like, hi, Gloria. And Gloria's like, ah. And the elevator's like squishing Cricket's face. And Cricket's like, oh, these ding dang doors don't want to ding dang open. And Bill's like, oh, hey, Gloria, thanks for opening the door for us. And Gloria's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then, and then Tilly's like, oh, hey, Cricket, don't forget, what was it called? The, Tulpy double punch? Gulpy or something? It's a soda. It's like a fruit punch soda. I can't. Sorry about that. I think there's a fly in my room. But, where'd it go? Dang, do I have to worry about this all day? I don't want to focus about it right now. I'm not going to focus about it. Okay, where was I? Lost my train of thought again. Alright, so that fruit punch, so that actually looked pretty good. And Kirk's like, I'll drink this whole thing. And Bill's like, son, I told you not to buy that. You're gonna be running to the bathroom all day. And Cricket's like, you know nothing. And and Bill just gets a napkin. Cricket has some soda all over his face. He's like, Cricket, you're gonna learn one day that I do know a thing or two. And then what was it? Oh, the Alice doesn't want to go in the elevator, and Tilly's like, oh, come on, Grandma, come on. This is an elevator, it's not gonna hurt you. And she's like, I don't trust it. How does it move up and down? And Tilly's like, Tilly always has the lines. Come on, you're letting all the oxygen come out of the elevator. And I was like, what? And then, Gloria's like, Gloria's like, what are you guys doing here? And Bill explains, and I hope we get to see more of this. Do we? I don't know if we do. But, Bill's like, oh, it's City Exploration Day. And each week, a family member of ours picks a place to go to explore. Because, we're new to the city. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And Bill's like, oh, we didn't get to see this, but I don't think it would be pretty cool. Maybe we get to see it later. But, Bill said last week Tilly chose the Natural History Museum, and this week Cricket chose, and then Cricket's like, big glass elevator, big glass elevator. When it moves up and down, you feel like you're flying. And Alice is like, I done enough flying in the war. And then and Gloria's like, so you guys came in here to ride the elevator? Of course. Okay, I'm not gonna bother you guys. I'm just need to get to 68th. I don't think she says the number. I just need to go up to that. And Tilly's kind of curious. What are you doing here, Gloria? And she said, oh, don't worry about it. Adult stuff. And Bill kind of understands. So, adult stuff. And then, and Cricket's like, and then here we get to Cricket. Okay. And here we have we get to Cricket. And I kind of like this angle. And she's like, you say, oh, look at all the buttons. Be ashamed not to press them all. And then Gloria's like, did you just press all the buttons? And he's like, what's it? Maybe. And he's like, no, I don't have time for this thing. Cricket's like, you're undoing all my hard work. And then the buttons turn all red. And And then the elevator just moves up and down and up and down and up and down. And we got to see him from the trailer. And how to play the scene.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. The elevator's broken. We're trapped.
And I just love Alice. It's like, I knew it. Don't trust an elevator. Never trust a machine to run by itself. And they crash, and the buttons are all over the place. And Gloria's like, no. I can't be trapped here. We're trapped. And Gloria's like, who knows how long we'll be here? And Tilly, oh my goodness. She's like, well, we're being realistic, Gloria. I don't want to do a do-over of this episode, so I'm just going to continue. But that fly is being a mess. But, what was I talking about? Until he's like, oh, we're being realistic, Gloria. We'll probably be here forever. So we need to rebuild from the ashes of this old world. This will be Tilly's quarter. You better pick a corner fast. You know, they're going. And I was like, I need to make a break for it. And Bill's like, Mom, you have to calm down. And shh. And then Craig is drinking more of his Sculpey. And Gloria's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I kind of like her shirt. And you know, and Craig is like, oh, come on, that would be a great time to check the view. And then, you know, Gloria's like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. And 5 seconds. And then Gloria's like, no, I have to. And he's like, oh, right, my phone's broken. Oh, come on, you don't remember. And then, like, you know, and Gloria's like, oh, there's an emergency phone. And then Bill's like, come on, Gloria, we don't want to act as like we're in some sort of crisis. And I was like, crisis? If I'm going down fighting. And she's banging on the walls and she's banging on the walls and she's like, oh, hello, did someone call the sign? And Gloria's like, yeah, I'm trapped in an elevator. And then they're kind of fighting over the cane, and then the lady's like, oh ma'am, like I can't hear you, there's a lot of noise, can you repeat that? We are trapped in an elevator. And then, you know, and Bill and Alice are still fighting over the cane, and poof, and Gloria just crying. Tilly just takes the scrap piece. I'll take that. Yeah, that'll do nicely. And Gloria's like, does anyone else have a phone? And Bill's like, oh, Crabble Dumpkins, I have a phone. Here, you make the call, Gloria. And Gloria's like, oh, thank goodness, we're saved. And Greg's like, yeah, Dad, I need to get out of here, come on. And then Bill, I just love this right here.
You're suddenly very eager to leave, Cricket. Is there a special reason why?
Well, who wants to spend all day stuck in an elevator?
Huh. Interesting.
What is going on?
Could it be someone needs to use the bathroom because they drank their soda too fast, even though I told them not to?
Okay, you know what? You two.
It's like kind of pretty long clip. I don't want to play too much of it, but she's like, wait a minute. It's like, oh, you're really in a hurry to leave, Cricket. Is there a reason? And Gray's like, oh, who wants us to be stuck in, trapped in an elevator? And Bill's like, huh, interesting. Could it be just someone drank their soda too fast and someone needs to use the bathroom even though I told them that would happen? And then Gloria's like, oh, how about you two talk? I take the phone. And Bill's like, I need to hear this from him. And Bill's like, it's okay that you need to go, son. You just have to admit it. And Cricket's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Cricket's lifting up a soda, and Bill's like, don't you dare. And he's just slurping. And then, I didn't like this. Gloria just took the phone. Come on, he was going to give it to you later. And even Bill said, Gloria, this is a teaching moment. And then, and, oh my goodness. She opened the phone and said, sorry, Bill Green. Your phone does not accept calls on the days that end with Y, which is every day. Goodbye. And then Bill's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I got the cheapest plan at the worst network. You didn't tell her before? Why hand her the phone? Whatever. It's frustrating. And Gloria's like, cool. So we're all out of phones and options. And then Gloria's like, we go back to our apartment because she's like, I guess, I was wrong thinking that there wasn't a worse place than my crummy apartment. And until he just rips the mattress and the rug onto Gloria, kind of like a blanket. And then Tilly's like, oh, you're always welcome at my place, Gloria. There's plenty of shade from the fluorescent lights. And I always had the post-apocalypse fashion. And then Gloria's like, oh, that's weirdly comforting. Thank you, Tilly. And then Tilly's like, you're welcome. I can't wait for us to grow as friends until one of us has to inevitably eat the other. And Gloria's like, that's it. I had enough of this. Gloria's like, I kind of like we still had the continuity that Cricket still has to go to the bathroom. Because look at the way his legs are. He still needs to go. So that's pretty cool to see. And Cricket's like, what are you going to do, Gloria? So something I should have done a long time ago. Help. And then, hey, we hear you. And Cricket's like, oh, wow, it worked. And then Gloria's like, we're trapped in an elevator. Please help us. Yeah, we hear you. We're going to get you out. We pried open the doors on our side. We need someone to pry the doors open on your side. And Alice is like, leave that to me. She opened the doors and look, wow. It's very tight. And even Alice said, oh, it's a bit of a squeeze. I'm not sure if I got it or not, but again, I'm not redoing this or pausing it or anything. Okay, where was I? Was it? Oh, Alice is like, oh, it's a bit of a squeeze, and he's like, hey, hurry up. We don't know how much we can, hold it. And then Alice is like, okay, boy, like, Cricket, you're small and wily. Shake a leg. And then Bill's like, I don't know, Mom. Well, what if this elevator starts moving again? And Cricket's like, I'm gonna make a break for it. And obviously Bill, being concerned, grabs Cricket as the instance where the elevator is closing on Grandma's cane. And then, oh, oops. And I'll just pause it right here. And then it goes to the top floor. Well, not the top floor, just the even topper floor. Yeah. Okay, so not the top floor. And it's like, and then Cricket's like, oh, holy baloney, this could have been me. And Bill's like, it's just so hard to imagine that I could be right. And Cricket's like, yeah. Dang, I see the fly. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I need to get this done. And then and Bill's like, Cricket, one of these days you're gonna realize I'm just trying to look out for you. And Cricket's like, oh, not today, right? And Gloria, you being me also. I was like, Cricket, you don't know how lucky you are. Because if I had someone that cared for me in this stinking city, maybe I wouldn't be leaving. And then Joe's like, where are you moving to, Gloria? What do you mean leaving? And because Cricket didn't know that Gloria was leaving, you know. And in this episode, I think Gloria learned to trust. The fly is not on the wall anymore. I don't know where it went. But I'm not gonna let it bug me. Okay. Okay. What was I talking about? Okay, what was it? Oh yeah, and then and Gloria's like, I have everything in the back of my car, and my building, my manager is on the 68th floor. I'm just returning my key. And then Cricket's looking at the car and seeing all this stuff. You're actually moving? And Cricket's like, I don't understand, Gloria. Because remember in what was it, Bean Quest, of how Gloria said that this is my stepping stone to Paris, and I always imagined being somewhere from big city or Paris or somewhere like that, not from Medford Park, is where she's originally from. And then and Cricket says, I don't understand, Gloria. I thought you loved big city. How could you give up all this? And it's around like sunset time, and you can see like a beautiful sunset, like at least to me, like and you see the view of the building. Well, Cricket's like, how could you give up all of this? And Gloria is like, I don't want to, but I'm not good enough for the city. The city's fine. It's me that's the problem. This is supposed to be a stepping stone to Paris, and I'm still in the same crummy job, in the same crummy apartment, and okay, sorry, just forget all the swatting parts in this review. What was it? Oh, and then Gloria's like, this is supposed to be a stepping stone to Paris, and I'm not good enough for the city, and I'm still in the same crummy job, the same crummy apartment, and what a joke, right? I should just throw in the towel. And Bill's like, I understand where you're coming from, Gloria. I had a hard time moving to the city. I mean, we all are. We're still adjusting, but it gets better every day. And Gloria's like, to Gloria's point, that's easy for you to say. You have a family. You're looking out for each other, even when the other one doesn't want to be looked out for. At the end of the day, they can still appreciate that you're there for them. I'm struggling, I'm failing, and I'm all alone. No one's here to support me. And I didn't really like this because the firemen coming to save them. And if they would just came in and say, okay, folks, we're here to save you. No, it's like, firefighters, we're here to save the day. Why should you say it like that? And it's really, I don't like it. And then you're like, oh, what happened? And it's like, thank goodness, I need to go. And then Jake goes to another elevator to return a key. And then Cricket's like, wait, Gloria, I'm sorry, I want to say something inspiring, but I really need to go to the bathroom. And Bill's like, Cricket, just go to the bathroom. Okay, thank you, Dad. And poof, he just goes to the male restroom, and he's like, oh, Dad, thank you, Dad. You were so right, Dad. And Bill's like, and while as Bill and Alice are talking, Tilly's not talking in the scene. Gloria just sneaks backwards into the elevator and just clicks on the 68th button to leave, and to return her key, her apartment key, and and Bill's like, I knew you had to go, but sheesh, and Alice is like, he's showing off now, and then and Gloria's like, that family was getting in my way, and she looks, kind of takes Cricket's advice a little bit, and he takes a look at the view. Goodbye, big city. And she sees a tow truck it's the same tow truck that took Bill's car with all this stuff in it. That was pretty funny. And he's like, it's the same one. I'm not sure it's the same guy or not. It might not be. And then she's like, no, please, that's all I have. And she sees the Greens defending her. And then Bill is like in like the way, and then he's like, hey, sir, like, you need to get away. I need to tow this car. And Bill's like, no, I can't let you do that. And then Tilly's like on top of Gloria's car. Heck no, we won't tow. Heck no, we won't tow. And Alice is like kind of laying out some air of the tire. Oh my goodness. And Cricket goes on top of the guy, the mechanic guy, for Gloria and Gloria. And Gloria obviously laughs a little bit. And he's like, he leaves in a huff. And, they saved Gloria's car. And then Gloria's like, oh my goodness, guys, that was amazing. And I can't believe you did that for me. And Bill's like, well, yeah, look, I know what it's like to have your car with all your belongings in it being stolen. It happened to us when we first moved here. And then, and then Tilly's like, you're never alone, Gloria, you have us. And Cricket's like, yeah, you don't ever have to feel abandoned. I can't believe I even have to explain that to you. And to Gloria's, to her point, I never thought of it like that before. So I think in this episode, Gloria learned to trust the Greens more, especially Cricket. They were co-workers, and they do appreciate each other a little bit ever since like Bean Quest. But now I think in season 2, she can appreciate him a little bit more. Where I think maybe she can tell him stuff more, like about not really everything about her personal life, but like more about it, because they're kind of like her family now in a weird way in the city. So that's pretty nice. And then you both say, oh, you probably want to hit the road right now. And Gloria still has her key. And Gloria's moving back in. They're putting plates away. And Bill orders some pizza. And he's like, okay, 3 pizzas and 4 mega gulpies. And Bill's like, what? And then Crick's like, I ordered those. Oh, well, you guys gonna drink. But I think Crick's just kidding. And then, and Gloria's like, thank you for helping me move back in, you guys. And then I was like, oh, no problem. Don't mention it. Alice is like, I'll bill you later. And the angry guy's like, hey, quiet down. And Cricket's like, defend Gloria. No, you quiet down. And he's, oh, sorry. And Cricket says, Gloria, I got you back, Gloria. And that's the end of the episode. I give this episode a 85%. I give it a B+. It was great. This is a couple things I just didn't really like, but again, B+. It was great. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys hopefully later today for the second half of episode 3 called Bad Influencer. Hopefully I can get that fly situation solved before I do it. But anyway, I'll see you then. Alright, bye.